Thanks for watching Do I Need a Lawyer? I'm Gary Martin Hayes. If you have a question, call me 770-934-8000 or you can email me, gary@garymartinhayes.com. Now, in this segment, please allow me to step away from a legal question and talk about a nonprofit my wife and I started back in 2008 called Keep Georgia Safe. The mission for Keep Georgia Safe is to provide safety education and crime prevention training to Georgia's families. And check out our website if you would. It's keepgeorgiasafe.org. It's loaded with all kinds of safety information that you can use to help protect your families and yourself. And let me share, if I may, some important safety tips that I highly recommend you use with your family. Know where your children are at all times. And this is not just about preventing child abductions, but it's about safety in general. Never let your children go off alone. Remember, the buddy system doesn't just apply to the pool. There is safety in numbers. Identify and talk about safe people, safe places that are in the lives of your kids, including a neighbor. If they're ever outside and they need to run to a safe place, they know where to go. And here's an important safety tip that you can share with your child if he or she gets separated from you when you're out and about. Tell them to find a mommy or grandma if they're ever separated, and find a mommy or grandmother with children. They should tell that person that has the kids they're lost and your child should stay with them. That mom or grandmother will protect that child as though they are their own. Teach your child your full name, address, and home and cell phone numbers. If they're lost and they find a mommy with children, she cannot contact you or have you paged over the store's intercom system by using the name mommy or daddy. So let your child practice dialing these numbers and reciting these numbers to you. And one question that we're often asked is, how do we talk to our children about their personal safety without scaring them? How do we keep our children from becoming victims? Well, education is a key, and it starts with a simple conversation between you and your child. We need to make sure our kids are taught to, one, understand and be able to recognize dangerous situations and dangerous behaviors. Two, to trust their gut, to trust their instincts. If something does not feel right to them, it probably isn't. Three, have the self-confidence to say no whenever they feel threatened. By about the age of 3, you can start teaching your child some simple safety rules or concepts. But remember, each child's ability to comprehend and practice safety, it's affected by their age, their maturity, their developmental level. And also know that this is a gradual process that will not happen overnight, and it will require reinforcement from you. And a great way for you to work on your child's self-protective instincts is to rehearse safety situations with him or her. We suggest that you turn these safety scenarios into a game that can be fun, it's interactive, and it's non-threatening. We call this the What Would You Do game. And I talk about this in a book that I co-wrote with Mary Ellen Fulkus, the executive director of Keep Georgia Safe, and Adam Wirt, the social media director for Keep Georgia Safe and for the Elizabeth Smart Foundation. The book is entitled The Authority on Child Safety: How to Talk to Your Kids About Their Personal Safety Without Scaring Them. This was the #1 bestseller on Amazon.com, and it's available for purchase there. And we're donating all the proceeds from the sale of this book to Keep Georgia Safe. Now, the What Would You Do game is great for kids in our day and age that are used to being entertained. Most kids will escape to the I'm not listening mode if they think we're lecturing them. But this game is easy. It's convenient for you to do. You can play the game while you're in the car, driving to school, going to soccer practice, or at the dinner table. How do you play the What Would You Do game? You create a safety scenario that provides a real-life situation for your child so you can respond and you can discuss possible answers. Let me give you an example. What would you do if someone you don't know comes up to you at the playground and asks you to help him find his lost puppy? Make sure you let your child answer the question, give them time to respond. The goal is to hear their thoughts before you give them the answer. It's better that you allow your child to answer even if it's the wrong answer, because you want to hear that wrong answer now so you can correct it rather than have them make the mistake in the real world. And this will give you an opportunity to correct their mistakes and praise them when they give you the right answer. So to the lost puppy question, your child might answer, "Oh, Dad, if someone were to approach me, if I'm on the playground, help them find their lost puppy, I'm not going to fall for that lost puppy trick." Ask them another question. What if you're on the playground and someone you don't know comes up to you and asks you to help them find their lost kitten? What would you do? Your child might respond, "I'd help them find the kitten because a kitten can't protect itself." Now you know you need to stress to your child they are not to leave to help find that lost kitten. Teach them that adults don't ask kids for help. Adults ask other adults for help. And I tell my girls, I am the world's best puppy finder, the world's best kitten finder, the best lost animal finder. They need to run and tell me, and I will help. And there's so many scenarios that you can find out about in the Authority on Child Safety for playing the What Would You Do game. If you're lost or separated from us, if a stranger approaches you at the mall or in a parking lot, if someone touches you and makes you feel uncomfortable, someone tells you a secret and tells you not to tell your parents, or someone you don't know comes to your school and tells you that mommy sent them to pick you up. So many safety scenarios. Check it out, keepgeorgiasafe.org. Help protect yourself, help protect your family.